Thank you for taking the time to do this. I'm really enjoying season 2 of The Flight Attendant. It was after the first season, I wondered how could they match it or top it, and it looks like they're doing it. Of course, I didn't get to see the ending, but it's well on its way there. So congrats on that. What is it about this show that to each of you that makes it so addictive? What do you think it is that the fans love about it?
I think it's because there's so many flawed individuals that, we are all not perfect, and that our lives are messy and normal and crazy, and it's more like real life, and you can attach yourself to various different characters. And I also think it's the high pace aspect of it, of the comedic thriller. But most importantly, I think it's the lady at the helm. I think that Kaley Cuoco has pulled off an amazing feat, and she carries majority of this show, and she does it well.
I think people are interested in seeing other people's flaws so they can feel good about themselves, and I think we are appropriately flawed on this show, and it's fun to watch too, because life is so flawed. And I think the tone of the show it's comedic and it's dark, but it's also, it feels true to life. And I think that we've struck a nice tone, that feels like real life, like you're laughing at a funeral, and it's true, So anyways, I feel like I'm excited for the people, our fans, to really see on season 2 a deepening of the tone of comedy and drama, and the madness of Flight Attendant.
Yeah, I agree with everything they said, and also I think it's fun to imagine what you would do if you were put into a situation like that, a life and death chaotic situation like that. And yeah, just tonally feeling like at any moment a scene can turn on a dime from being really hilarious and absurd to suddenly having this emotional gut punch is great. And just escapism. It's so glamorous and shiny, and we're all sitting on our sofas, and it's just so much fun to watch, which is refreshing.
It truly is. Every character on the show they seem to have more than one side to them. And unlike a lot of shows where the characters are like the one or two characters get all the spotlight and get all the layers, just about every single character has a bit of mystery and like I said, layers to them. How do you approach that when you take on this character, and how does it affect how just the production of it? Because you must have secrets, right, between you, or does everyone know the secrets going in as you go into production?
In season 1, I knew all the secrets and I couldn't tell anyone because I demanded to know everything. And the same for season 2, except that I didn't want to know what was going on with everyone else. I just wanted to know what was specifically going on with Megan. And I intentionally would, if I wasn't in those scenes, I just wouldn't read the scenes because she's so separate and on her own journey. So I thought that would benefit me in sinking back into Megan.
Have you seen the season yet? Have you now seen it? All the whole story?
Griffin has.
I've seen some episodes, and I really like what Rosie is doing. That's what I'll say. Hey, and Mae's pretty good too. It's really interesting because I didn't get to work with Rosie or Mae for a lot of the season. So part of the secrets and everyone knowing things and not knowing things is we shoot the show out of order. And so sometimes we're in episode 5 where we should be in episode 2. And so we're meeting each other in different places. And it's exciting to get to see, now that I've seen some of the episodes, it's exciting to get to see some of my co-stars work on the show because I didn't know what you were doing all season long. I would just show up and most of my scenes are with Kaley, and to see everybody else's journey on the show is super exciting. I am actually looking forward to seeing the last couple episodes. I want to see what happens.
I'm loving seeing Kaley's mind palace, or Cassie's kind of internal world when she retreats into her head. Because when you read it on the page, you're like, yeah, this is great. But then when you see it, I think it's a whole other thing. It's a really amazing thing to do as an actor, to act with nobody there.
She's like a kind of a black hole that pulls everybody in, but into her chaos. But at the same time, it seems people want to jump into her chaos. Why do you think your characters have this relationship? Because it doesn't say like there's a couple people that she rubs the wrong way, but the most it seems just love her, and no matter how flawed she is, just like the fans want more and more.
I think we all have that friend. We all have someone in our life that we adore and also is messy. And I think that this season we really tackle that tension of she is struggling with her sobriety this season. And that's something that I think a lot of people can relate to. And so the stakes go up because it's one thing in season 1, we see her in full alcoholism. And I think season 2, we see her really trying to fight that demon. And I think you start to meet the other characters around her. You see our hearts for her and our boundaries around her. And I think it is the perfect storm for comedy and drama. Yeah.
So you all play flight attendants. And like I said, there's a little bit of mystery. I'm not 100% sure about where Mae's character is going this year. They haven't given me all the episodes, so I'm kind of left in the dark. But it seems like everyone has a little bit more going on. But y'all start as flight attendants. My wife is a flight attendant, which is what drew me to the show originally. I was wondering how the flight community has embraced you, and also did you go through any kind of training or anything like that to kind of step into these roles?
I didn't do any type of training except for really looking at them while they were working and trying to make sure that they didn't notice that I was looking at them, going to the bathroom 6, 7, 8 times during a flight. But also I have a friend, my good friend Ileana, her best friend Sandy is a flight attendant and she's a head purser. So I asked her a lot of questions, just a lot of questions. And that's how I help prepare. The reception that I've been getting is just amazing. It's all love. But the biggest change, and we all feel this way, is that my respect for flight attendants has grown immensely since the show. All the things that they have to take care of, all the crazy people they have to take care of, being responsible for so many lives. People don't take that into account. All the things that they need to know how to operate with the plane. It's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. So my respect for them has grown.
I think that the other thing that we did have a woman on set, I think her name was Linda from season 1, and she would show us how to carry drinks. And there's a reason for everything. Mm-hmm. And I think I didn't realize that, as a passenger on a plane, you just see them doing their jobs, but there is a reason. There are dings going on. There's all these things that they are navigating, all this energy they're navigating. And now I see them and I think, God, they have a whole life outside of that plane that they're also navigating. So they're navigating you, Stephen. Your wife is navigating you.
She always is. So one last question, and you can each give an answer, or you can give 3 separate answers. But what are 3 words that you would use to describe season 2 of The Flight Attendant?
Okay, I'll go. I'm going to say explosive, unpredictable, and truthful. Like emotionally truthful. Can I hyphenate emotionally truthful?
Sure. We'll bend the rules. Rosie?
Oh, you have to ask me. Go ahead, Griffin.
Okay, emotional, hilarious, and dark.
I like it.
I concur.
That's 3 words. Perfect. No, that's 2 words. 3 syllables. Yeah. That's close enough. Well, thank you so much. I'm really enjoying this 2nd season and I'm looking forward to more. Thank you for your time and have a great day.
Thank you.